Цель поражена. Задание выполнено.
Shalom, family, shalom. All praises, glory, and honor goes to our power, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. So what you just saw right there was a video of a 94-year-old veteran from World War II of the Russian army, and he just got finished firing a 152 millimeter howitzer. You know, it's I don't know how to pronounce these weapons. This is Esau's territory. It's probably not millimeter, but you know, it's a high caliber weapon as you saw. Um, you know what I mean? When it comes to weapon specifications, Esau's your man. Okay, Esau's your boy. You know, I can't get my calibers from my grains. I don't know the millimeter from the from what the Glock. I don't know the 45 ACP. I don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Between like one weapon specification of AR-15, to what Smith and Wesson. I have no clue. Oh, but that's Esau's lot, man. That's Esau's lot. I was about to start up on my opening scripture with this, but while it's on my mind, let me get Esau's blessing real quick, man. This is starting with Esau's nature right here. This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 27. And the boys grew, meaning Jacob and Esau. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. So Esau's nature, aside from being able to lie, he is gifted with hunting. But what his blessing was that was given by Isaac was a double down of his nature. And, you know what I mean? To double down on that nature means you have to be a master in weaponry. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Isaac blessed him with. This is Genesis 27, 27 verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him being Esau, saying, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. All right. So this is how Esau gets down. All these Idumeans, all these Edomites. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Russian is no different from the so-called American. You know what I'm saying? One Edomite and the other Edomite. It's the same stock. You know what I'm saying? No different from these so-called Jews. They're all the same stock. It's not about white. It's not about them being, self-proclaimed white people. No, it's about them coming from the lineage of Esau. There were multiple tribes of the house of Esau. The same way there's multiple tribes out of the house of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And these Edomites are operating in the same gift that their American counterparts are operating in. But what you're seeing happening right now is the Most High is blanketing these Edomites and all these other countries. He's blanketing them with the spirit of war. Warfare is in the atmosphere. So now you even got a 94-year-old, coming out the woodwork, getting, preparing to shoot a massive weapon. And that's probably on the low end of their weaponry. That's probably on the low end. That's like an ancient that's like an ancient weapon that they used in World War II. You know. But no less, it still deals massive damage. It's no different. They have highly sophisticated atom bombs today. But the very first bomb that they used, even though it pales in comparison to, the atom bombs that they can shoot out now, that doesn't mean that old atom bomb can't decimate, just and be just as deadly. Doesn't mean anything. Destruction is destruction, no matter how no matter how you paint it, no matter how I can't talk, no matter how significant the new technology is today, as opposed to yesterday, it's still destruction. But the Most High is the Most High Yahawah bringing all that jealousy or that indignation to the surface. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're seeing a house being divided against itself. You're seeing these Edomites going against each other. Everything's cutthroat, and these jokers is preparing for war. This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. It says, Yahawah is a man of war. Yahawah is his name. Yahawah is his name. You know what I'm saying? And all these nations are under his ban, under his rule. He controls the will of men. He controls the will of men. Everybody keeps saying free will, free will. But if the Most High deems for you to behave this way, the same way he did to Pharaoh, you're going to be this way. If he says you're not going to let these people go, you know what I'm saying? Pharaoh ain't going to he's not going to let the Israelites go, is he? No, he's going to continue to do what he's got to do, man. The Most High will harden your heart. This is let me go to Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4, and it says, Yahawah hath made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Even the wicked for the day of evil. He creates the good and the bad. He is a God of balance. You got to remember that. This is verse 7. It says, when a man's ways... excuse me, that's not what I want. Verse 9, excuse me. A man's heart deviseth his way, but Yahawah directeth his steps. The Most High is behind that. The Most High is behind the whole sentiment of war, the whole the the whole feeling of warfare that's in the air right now. It's thick. you know you can't miss that. But that's just how it works, man. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahawah. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Whithersoever he will. No different, man. So the way these Edomites are acting right now, over in Russia, they're gearing up for war. The way these jokers over in Turkey are acting, they're gearing up for war. They're purchasing weapons from Russia. Who else? Iran. Listen, man. Listen. These jokers, these Persians have not been in the war for over 200 years. Wrap your mind around that. These so-called Iranians have not been in war for over 200 years. America has been in warfare since it started. Since it started. Throughout the time that America has been created, 95% of that time has been war. America doesn't know peace. America has no idea what peace is. It's crazy. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 3. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones, for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations, gathered together. Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, mustereth the host of the battle. The Most High is the King. He is the God of war. He is the King of terror. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about the ultimate terrorist? You talking about the Most High. This is why anybody's in these churches, man, you gotta leave. You gotta get up out of these churches because they teaching you wrong. They're not teaching you who the Most High is. The Most High is the man of war. The Most High ain't all love. The Most High ain't all about love and peace. No. He's all about that destruction, baby. He's all about that death and destruction. Under righteous judgments, yes. He's about that life, boy. Let me get Isaiah chapter 41. This wasn't going to be long, man. This was just going to be a short video. This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse, what do I want? Let me see. No, I want 42. Isaiah 42, verse 13. It says, Yahawah shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yeah, he shall roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. This is the Most High's doing. This is the Most High's doing, man. He's getting the spirit of war in through to carry out throughout the land, throughout the whole land. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High, Yahawah Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakodash. Shalom to all the brothers out there pushing the truth, laboring the word, pushing the great gospel of the kingdom throughout the four winds. Shalom to the sisters out there that's listening in and that's remaining faithful to their men. and leading their homes, leading their children. Shalom to all y'all. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Salutations.